Oh boys, I was actually lying a bit. I like to do that actually. I actually like to do that. So, I was talking about might take a while to calc. But I had the line prepped already before the graph. But I was taking my time still, like, you know, out if we have better odds or not. At least in this time, what I have cooked couldn't find a better way. Because let's be honest, it's a really hard fight, okay? It's a really hard fight. And wipe in a regular run to this fight. Pretty easy, actually. We had some vibes. Not me personally, but with some really, really good people, actually. So, yeah. It will not be entirely riskless, of course. It's, I think, nearly impossible. Because we already have one of the strongest monsters in the entire game for this. Okay. And it is not about Delcatty behaving anymore. That's a cool part. That's a really cool part. Delcatty behave is only a thing if you want to boom. We are not booming. Right? So Delcatty doesn't really matter in this. I will talk about that. But we are playing without Delcatty. We have 3 months in total. I have to do some nature changes. I have to teach one move. And I have to do some investment. And I already knew this is pretty important. Yeah. So, also I will catch the encounter after that. I have to basically prep a team. Yeah. I'm not sure if the tailwind is maybe even gone after the fight, but I don't think so. We will see. So we need to teach a move. 2 moves on Conkeldor. And thankfully, even in a regular run, they would be teachable from this move. What we're gonna have here is Ice Punch. That's a really important move on Conkeldor. And for that, we are deleting Rock Slide. And the second one, what we need here, I think it doesn't even matter that much. I don't basically need this move that much, because I think we are still baiting the same Pokemon. And so that means in a regular run, you want to maybe keep Hammer Arm anyways. For us, it is whatever, because we can just teach Hammer Arm whenever we want. In a regular run, you need to really think about the move, right? Because you don't want to scale stuff like Super Mark Punch back. Mark Punch is never a move. Basically delay this Pokemon most of the time if you can. The box allows that. Mark Punch. But it will probably not matter that we have Brick Break here instead of Hammer. It will just not matter. But we still have it. Okay. We don't need any other move here. Now we need to do nature changes. My Conkeldor, a good one, needs to be adamant. Ollie is going to be impish. So this 3 months we are bringing in already. Conkeldor, Golly, and Aggron. The other 3 are just like there because they can't fight with us, sadly. And next nature change. I think this is already impish, right? A second. I want to be impish on my Aggron as well. That should already be. Yeah. Need to change 1 move on Aggron. And I know already that this is also reteachable. Q is not reteachable. I checked that. I think. If I'm not wrong. And we will take body press over superpower. Or is reteachable. Okay. Now we are going to pre-burn. My Conkeldor. Giving a citrus berry to my Golly. Mega Aggron item on Aggron. And we need a black belt on Conkeldor. And now we need to do some resources we can't get back. Our black belt. And now this is pretty crazy for folks who have no idea about Run and Bun, I would say. Use 4 candies in total on Conkeldor. So that is just for people who have no idea about Run and Bun. You get in total 14 rare candies in the entire game. 14 for the entire game. Most of the time you're using some already in the first gym. First gym, second gym, third gym. It's possible you want to have the candies. Like you have basically the candies where you can just like usually level your mon. That's endless. And then you have a rare candy, and that's what I mean, basically 13 rare candies get over the entire game, where you can over level the level cap. And most of the time it's nice to have also some for the top, because level cap 99. We'll fight level 100 more. This can change ranges. So we have 13 in total for the entire game, and we are investing 4 straight up for this fight now. So this is a huge investment for us. We have 7 candies. We will get 1 more candy after the tag battle. Then we will also get some candies in the late game. We are investing straight up for now this fight, and it's still not Ruleset. Conkeldor will get level 80 here. Let's not waste. 1 more. Okay. Script. Script is not already. No. X. Whew. Okay, I have Aggron and Mega Aggron both right now because we'll have both basically because we obviously depends on what we lead basically, but you will see that in a second. We'll switch as a non-Mega basically because we are not leading with Aggron. That's a small spoiler. We will switch with non, and that's why we need to know how much damage we get with non-Mega Aggron and how much damage we get and what we are betting and stuff like that, because that will change a lot. Yeah. Just double checking my stuff here right now, damage wise. It should be okay. Damage wise and ranges wise, I will explain. I think we have fictions for sure. Fictions are not that huge, but they are. So, after investing 4 candies, you don't want to wipe. We are just wiping if one Pokemon dies here. So, I saw some tag battles. And that's completely fine, I think. Where people lost the entire team. And Shelly was just finishing the fight. Of course, you still win the fight, right? For us, it is over if one Pokemon dies here. That's it. So, Conkeldurr, first slot. Second slot, Golly. Third slot, Aggron. Most of the time, the second and third slot doesn't really matter because you can anyway. It's just so you decide the first 3 months basically. The first slot always matters for the lead, of course. Confirm. Let's go. So, Odrox was already writing in the chat, Delcatty, please behave. And usually you actually hope for that, okay? Usually you hope for behaving here. I'm not even talking about Delcatty here, because this cat is useless anyways. The AI needs to basically behave, usually, not Delcatty. Right? But the cool part about this now is it doesn't really fucking matter, okay? And there's a small bonus. If Delcatty survives, it's not even bad. It could even be pretty nice. We might have one more turn then for something what we want to do. Okay? So, nothing is seeing a kill right now here on Conkeldurr, of course. We're level 80. We used 4 candies some seconds ago. Because we need max attack, black belt. I have the fucking black belt, right? I can see that in the count, but I'm fucking paranoid. Max attack, adamant. Conkeldurr. For some ranges here. We'll always kill with Brick Break, Hydreigon here. Mark Punch is not enough, and we will not Superpower here. Because of the defense drop and stuff like that. We will Brick Break, always kill Hydreigon. Hydreigon and Urshifu both will always target Delcatty here. We know the usual problem that Hydreigon have a range with Aura Sphere as well, and Urshifu also have a range with Surging Strikes on Delcatty. But it doesn't really matter if Delcatty survives here. It's just a free turn, I think, even. Okay? So, Delcatty, if you want to survive, you can just survive. I don't mind, okay? Delcatty will always fake out either Hydreigon or Urshifu, and after that it will either survive on low HP, because it is a dogshit Pokemon, or it will die. And both scenarios are fine for us. Let's go back. Brick Break, Hydreigon. Hydreigon will always die to my Brick Break this turn. There's a fake out on Hydreigon. Lynch. There's a close combat. Good freaking night. Drop is pretty good. Generally. And Hydreigon is gone. So the good news is in this turn we didn't get any damage outside of the burn damage. We already know that. And it's pretty important. We have a slow kill on everything in the back. AI will just go order here. Okay? If this would look on me, it is not even looking on me. This will look now, I think, on Rhyperior. And I think this is still order. Right? Yeah. That is something what I was expecting. It is Rotom. For that, Rotom, we need level 80. And max attack. Because, yeah, permanent tailwind is up, by the way. I mean, if that was not obvious. Okay, now the first small fiction here. We don't want to have that. I think it is steerable, but we don't want to have that already. Because that will be better for the entire fight if this will not happen. So Urshifu sees a guaranteed kill with Surging Strikes. Surging Strikes is a move what will always crit and always hit 3 times in total. Rhyperior is holding a Ayapapa berry here. What that means is that after 2 Surging Strikes, Ayapapa will proc, and the 3rd Surging Strikes will never kill Rhyperior, even if every single Surging Strike will high roll. There's a small problem. If both first exactly Surging Strikes will exactly the lowest roll will be the lowest roll. Ayapapa will not proc and Rhyperior dies this turn. What is not nice. We don't want to see that because it's actually pretty ugly for us. So let's see the Ayapapa straight up turn 1. Like, yeah. Nothing else to say here. We are never dead to Urshifu again. Urshifu will never target us. Mark Punch with level 80 exactly kills always Rotom here. What makes Conkeldurr super strong. So let's hope it's not double low roll Surging Strikes exactly into Rhyperior, otherwise Rhyperior will survive on 27% HP, I think 27% HP after the first Surging Strikes, and it will die after that. Come on. Mark Punch will always kill Rotom. Come on. Don't fucking low roll, you piece of shit. That is pretty low, I think, but it should be okay. It's not the lowest roll. Yes! Okay. Or? Yes, okay. It is red bar. Red bar is for me always 20%, something like that. So yeah, okay. And it will always survive the 3rd one. Alright! We are still not out, by the way. We are still not out. I think there's still one small thing what we have to avoid. Nice crit, by the way. We don't mind. This is always Dragalji. Phew. Okay. And now we are going to Ice Punch Dragalji here. That is, I think, the biggest fiction of the entire fight now, to have it deathless. Because Rhyperia is that low, it is baiting Dragon Pulse as well. Let me check that out one more time here. It is super low. I don't exactly know on which HP it is. I don't think I can see that, right? I can see that, actually. Sorry. Okay, Rhyperia. Let me just check that out pretty quickly. I don't think it is not in Dragon Pulse range. I think it's not possible. I think this is nearly impossible. Dragalji is seeing a kill with Dragon Pulse. By fucking far. It's not even close. So, we want to see Focus Blast. Because the problem of this turn is they will both target Rhyperia. And Rhyperia will die this turn. It's completely fine, we don't really care about that. The thing is, we will also get a move. Need to kill Dragalji this turn. We could think about killing Urshifu with Mark Punch. But I think it just destroys the line. Let me just think about that for a second. Urshifu is on -1, right? Urshifu is on -1. We would kill this 55%. I think this is not even guaranteed. Yeah. I think this is not even guaranteed guaranteed Mark Punch kill here. And like I said, I think this fucks up the line completely. So the only thing what can happen here is highest roll Dragon Pulse crit on my Conkeldurr. And my Conkeldurr will die to burn after that. And the run is over. It needs to be Dragon Pulse over Focus Blast. And it needs to high roll crit here. I think that was the highest fiction fight we have to deal with. Focus Blast is fine on a crit. Miss is also fine, by the way. Ice Punch always kills. Yes, Surging Strikes. Good night, Rhyperia. You're always dead here. Come on, come on, come on. Focus Blast, Focus Blast. Yes! Okay! Alright. Miss would mean Urshifu protects next turn. Alright. Okay, we are not completely done. I think it is nearly impossible that we lose now. But we have to be really careful still, okay? So we are 144 HP. Let me check that out pretty quickly. And that means, yeah, that's the small problem here. Urshifu is not seeing a kill with every roll here right now, what is fine. We can't stay in anymore, okay? Because it is seeing a kill with half of the rolls with close combat and half of the rolls with Surging Strikes. I think the problem is it can still protect here. And that is not nice. But I think we can steer it out if this happens. This should always be Heavy Slam on my Conkeldurr if this will target me. I think also it sees a kill with like 2 rolls here. Yeah, exactly. 2 rolls. What is... okay. We would usually kill this Taka Taka here, by the way. With Mark Punch. That's... Conkeldurr kills nearly everything in this fight. But we can't stay in anymore. So we will switch out Conkeldurr now to Golly here. On Heavy Slam, potential Surging Strikes, close combat on us. Protect is not nice. Because I think we have to risk a crit on Golly then. Let's see. It's really unlikely that it will protect here because it sees with 2 moves a kill with a lot of rolls. Okay, I was scared for a second, but that is the big evolution. Don't attack. Come on. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yes! Okay! Alright! Crit is fine. Everything is fine here. We don't fucking care about the moves from Archie on my Golly here. And is this heavy slam? Sludge Bomb is fine after double drop. This will kill. Because it have 2 defensive and special defensive drop. Yeah? And there is the heavy slam. Was not finding the kill on me. Ooh. Yeah, okay. So we are in the late game now. Sharpedo is not seeing a kill on me. If this is going on me, it's crunch. So there is always one thing what we can do. Is this seeing a kill with Heavy Slam? No way, right? Heavy Slam on Venusaur? No fucking way. This is Mega Evolved already. Yeah. It is not seeing a kill with Heavy Slam. And it is also not seeing a kill with Stone Edge on. But this maybe is predictable. This, wait a second. Give me 1 second. Because this is not Mega Evolved. This can, I think... Yeah, this is either Crunch on me or on Venusaur. It's just random move. So Golly is... cannot stay in here, outside of just going for the first impression, but that we are risking hard Stone Edge crit here on Golly. I don't like that. Crunch on my Aggron is a lot of damage, but I think we have to go for that. Yeah. Stone Edge, yeah, Crunch is just doing too much damage. We cannot switch to Conkeldurr here. Conkeldurr dies to double crit as well. We have to go to Aggron here. I think that is the safest way, and we are just hoping that Venusaur can die, by the way, this turn. But this is never a fighting move on Venusaur, so we don't need to worry about a fighting move on my side. Yeah. First impression would always kill Sharpedo, by the way, but I just don't want to risk the Stone Edge crit. Okay. Final late game. Let's see what happens here. This is Crunch on my Aggron. We should be done here, I think. Defense drop. This is a range, I think, but a really good range. And I think if this is killing... we are done. We won. Should be Stone Edge, I think, on me. Because Aggron always outspeeds Taka Taka. Taka Taka. Taka Taka, yeah. Fucking name. There's the Heavy Slam. We Mega Evolve. That is the cool part, by the way. We got a defense drop here, but that is the cool part about the Mega Evolution. You lose the Rock type and get Filter. So a thing like Close Combat, what was usually killing my Aggron, was only doing 30% anymore. Because the defensive is... The cool part is, in the end game, we always outspeed and kill Taka Taka with Body Press. That's why I used Body Press over Superpower here. And then we would survive a close squad. This would be close, I think, because of the defense drop. Yeah, but that would not be a problem because there's still Venusaur there, right? So I think, yeah, because if this will not target with Crunch Venusaur is still alive, and Venusaur will just kill Sharpedo, right? So there was, I think, never a problem in that case. We just kill this with Body Press now, and the fight is over. think this can sleep powder here. This can be straight up go for high horsepower. Oh, stomping tantrum, sorry. We outspeed and kill with body press. Alright. That is Deathless Back Battle. Woo! Alright. Thank you guys. It was for sure not riskless, but I think we are talking about tag battle here. I think I will just end it for now. I was thinking, but I will just end it now. I will think a bit more about the encounter and stuff like that, and about some stuff. Yeah, the next step is basically the magma hideout, right? Level cap is 79. The cool part is Conkeldurr is already level 80 for the magma hideout. So that was 4 candies in total. But we saw what Conkeldurr basically did to this tag battle. It could kill every Pokemon outside of Urshifu. It was killing Mega Sharpedo with Mark Punch, by the way. Broken. Taka was also dying to Mark Punch. The only problem was that if this would be Focus Blast Miss, by the way, from the Galgi, we just straight up win there. Because AI is absolutely like super likely to protect there, and we was never there to equip from anyways. Mark Punch, Taka, and that was the only threatening Pokemon for my Golly as well. There was always a small threat. Like every Pokemon had a small threat basically. So we have a Tailwind. I think on the other side I have the rare candy. Let's just take that. People think about the encounter and stuff like that. Not sure where the rare candy was, by the way. It's in north, right? There it is. Okay. But yeah, that's it. Short stream. Now I'm done for Run and Bun for a small while because yeah, this time I'm not lying. Okay, I was lying last stream that it will take a while to calc the tag battle because I was already calcing that. But this time we might take like at least 1 or 2 days break. I think 1 day, and then might do some already. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next stream. Have a good night, good morning, have a good thing, have a good hands on your time.